Hello and welcome back. Today's Monday,
Look at Randy
which means
slithering.
Watch out!
Mention My Mentor Mondays. And today we are featuring Fr Mike Schmitz. I've been listening to his podcast that he shared in 2022, where every single day for 365 days, he basically splits the Bible into that many days. And so in a year time frame, or however quickly you run through it, you will have listened to the whole Bible, which I've never done in my life. And today, somewhere I'm around day 177, and it's great. I really like it. I grew up as a Catholic in a Mexican household in the United States, and my language comprehension in English was grade levels behind growing up, and my Spanish was even worse. So I never really learned anything in catechism or Catholic school, for those who don't know, and that was in Spanish for me. I've been learning quite a lot more about my faith over the past few years, and there's been so many questions that I've had. A few years back, I started doing a Bible study group with a friend of mine who was Christian, and I realized I did not know anything about God and the story of his people. I learned a decent amount from him and the Bible study group that he had started, and that kind of gave me an even stronger itch to learn more about the story and how it relates to us. And what's interesting is Fr Mike Schmitz actually starts every episode. He said, "Welcome to Bible in a Year, where we go through scriptures and learn about God's people and how we fit into that story today." And then he kind of goes off into it. And I just think it's so cool how he kind of wraps it up and keeps that in mind, that the story begins with God's people, like the Jewish people, and it goes up to Jesus and beyond. And I'm not at that part yet. I'm still going through, I think, Kings and Chronicles, which I could go into another time, but I didn't know so much. And I remember in just going through to Mass and everything, they would mention a lot of things, and we'd learn, that Jesús es el Cordero de Dios, or Jesus is the Lamb of God. And I'm like, why is he a lamb? What does this mean? Did you know that Cordero means lamb in Spanish? I didn't know that growing up, and I only found out about that the other day, kind of going into Mass. I'm just thinking, they keep saying that. I'm like, wait, we used to say this in Mass. I'm like, is that what this means? I mostly go to Mass in English, but a lot of times I've been going to Mass in Spanish, especially lately for the community. And I'll probably share more things here about that, interesting tidbits and little stories that I've learned. And I know I haven't shared much in these, and I'll leave that for you to check it out. Check out Fr Mike Schmitz on Spotify or wherever you can find podcasts, and I hope you learn something. And if you do, let me know down below and what you think, and I hope this is well received. Peace.